Hello, and thank you for checking out another episode of CourageousCaregiver.org. This is Curtis Walker. This is episode number 6. Now, in today's episode, let me lay this out to you. You probably know this person. This is the person that rubs you the wrong way. This is the person that comes around you with the bad attitude. Whenever they're around, it's like a dark cloud is hanging all over this particular person. Or this person is the one who is so dark or so cynical that whenever they walk into a dark room, they develop. It's just that type of a person. Now, if you don't know a person like that, maybe you might be that particular one. So, in this particular episode, this episode is entitled The Top 10 Ways on How to Have a Funky Attitude. Now, the reason I picked this particular topic, and usually I try to keep things on a positive note, is that if you can look at the reasons on why you're having a bad attitude, then you can actually start looking at the methods and techniques required so that you can have the best of attitudes. Because usually if you have a better attitude, you can get through a lot of issues in life. So I just want to equip you a couple of tips real fast. And this is a 2-part video because I don't like the videos to run too long. So right now I'm just going to hit you with 5 of them, and I'm going to start from number 10 and work my way through number 1. But for this first one, tip number 10, if you want to be grumpy and if you want to be irritated, one surefire way to do that is not get enough sleep. A person without sleep, basically they are agitated, wound up. I mean, usually you see a child and they don't get enough sleep, they get extremely grumpy and they act out in a variety of ways. So you want to really have a surefire way to make sure that you have a real nasty attitude, participate in not getting enough sleep. Tip number 9, stay anxious. Always have yourself worried about the future, worried about what's coming tomorrow, worried about what's getting ready to happen next. Getting anxious when you get behind the wheel of a car and you're driving and you're getting road rage. You got people zipping by you, people cutting you off, getting uptight about that. You go to work, you're anxious about your projects that you're trying to get done. Or, in particular, these videos address the needs of those who are caregivers. You're getting anxious about things that are related to the health of the loved one that you're looking out for. Usually if you stay focused on being anxious and not even addressing the reasons why you're anxious, it actually can take on a perpetual motion. It'll get out of control and it'll actually take on a life by itself. So I want you to just concentrate on being conscious and aware if you want to avoid your anxiety. So that was tip number 9. Tip number 8. Tip number 8, I want you to never practice using positive responses. Now, I know that I've been accused by some people that usually some people come at me with negativity or they're bringing negative statements. I have this particular knack where I will find any way possible to switch to a positive, or at least to help people see the life side of things. But I know that if I were to allow myself to get in a position where I'm dwelling heavily on how bad things are, I'm looking at politics, or I'm looking at how sick I might be, or if I concentrate on responding things in such a negative way, it'll actually become like a magnet. It'll draw more negative things into my world and my environment, which will then in turn make me have a much more nastier attitude. So once again, that's tip number 8, never practice positive responses. And let's shift down to tip number 7, always be right. You always got to be the right person in the room, no matter what anybody is saying, no matter what's going on. You always have to be the right person with the answer. Now, I know that's something that I struggle with a little bit because I do try to do a lot of studying and researching, but one thing I've been very highly conscious about is being able to slow down with the responses or answers that I give, unless I'm really somebody's asking me a direct question to answer. But I know that if you're going to be the type of person where you always have to be right, always have to get the last word, always have to win the argument, well, eventually you're going to display some very funky, nasty attitude. So just wanted to help you out so you can be consciously aware that that's taking place. So, if you want to be right, eventually you're going to end up being wrong. Another way to have a funky attitude, and we're going to end this particular segment with number 6, and that is concentrate on your problems. Now, this is a very big one. This is a hard one that a lot of people struggle with. Usually our common practice is that because we live in a cynical society, we love to identify problems, point them out, try to do root cause analysis and look at what really went wrong, and then try to break everything down and really drill in on the problem. Well, by doing that, it keeps our mind shifted and focused in a negative mode. Now, usually if you're more solution oriented, then it enables you to look at things from a broader or different perspective. So once again, if you want to have a funky attitude, then you just put a lot of time and attention on what the problem is, whether the problem is with you, the problem is with somebody else. As a caregiver, the problem could be with the person that you're caring for, it could be with the medical system, it could be their health, it could be all the work that you have to do. But if you concentrate so much on the problem and never allow yourself to see the solution, you're going to get yourself kind of put in a box that you can't really break out of. So just wanted to share those first 5 tips with you, and keep watching, and I got the next 5 going to be coming up on the next video. But want to put a plea out there to you, and in this particular plea, I want you to, first of all, take this video link and email it and share with somebody. Now you can go on YouTube, because usually most of my videos are out there on YouTube. Make some comments on YouTube. The more comments, the more you give people reasons to watch this, and then the more people who get help by looking at the things that I'm putting out. The other thing that you can do this is also on Facebook. Make comments on Facebook. Now you could like it, you can share it, but when you make comments, it actually goes a lot farther. So please take some time to do that. This is a message that really needs to get out. It's my passion to do that, to share this with you and also with the entire world, because this is an epidemic that we're dealing with. This is addressing the needs of caregivers who are especially in the fight dealing with Alzheimer's and dementia. That's a fight that I had went through with my sister, and I spent a long time caring for her, and I want to also aid others who are going through the same battle. So, with that said, let's help me get the word out. Share it as much as possible. Leave comments. Just want to thank you for your time checking out these videos. Share the link with somebody else, and I look forward to seeing you on the next video. Thank you, and have yourself a blessed day.